Hey guys, Nick here again from Limited Elements, back again with a draft video. Let's jump right into it, let's not waste any time. How are you guys enjoying the set so far? Now it's been out for like a week too. I think the metagame is already shifting quite a bit. It's really hard to get into blue-black anymore, so like personally I had the most success with like blue-white. I just had a draft now with like that got 5 wins, or blue-green seems to be, like green seems to be usually open, so just like going for blue-green seems like a good decision most of the time. Okay, let's see. Here the rare can be good, but it's so hard to get enough black right now because everybody takes all the premium removal in black, so it's really cut immediately. That I don't really want to take a black card, plus it's a gold card, so it limits your options even more. What I would look for would be either the Dead Bonnet Sprout or Rise of the Ants. They're both really good in any kind of green decks. Probably like Rise of the Ants is a little bit better because it goes also good in the blue-green self-mill deck. But like they're both really good pickups. It's really hard for me to say which would be better. Other than that, of course, Moonrager Slash is a good card in red. Otherwise, nothing that special from that pack. Lunar Veteran, like I love that card. I just like, if I see it early, I'm gonna first pick it, and maybe we can go in blue-white again. Other than that, Fading Hope is surely a good card in blue. And like there was another uncommon taken over this. This goes like the Celestia deck or like a blue-white, and we just leave Rise of the Ants. We take the Fading Hope. I think the Lunar Veteran is enough better than that to just take that card. And immediately we get punished by not taking the blue card, because now we have a bunch of blue. So of course here the pick would be between the Overslime, the Falcon Abomination, and the Organ Hoarder. I think we're just gonna take the Organ Hoarder because it still goes either in blue-white or blue-green. But to be honest, we would just like be happy with any of these 4 cards, really. They're all amazing, and none of them will come back. If we're lucky, we're gonna get back. I mean, not if we're lucky, we're gonna get back like probably one of these 2, or maybe might. But yeah, definitely taking Organ Hoarder and seeing if blue will continue staying open. Here the Scab is of course a good card if you're blue-black, which we don't know yet if we are. I like the Search Party Captain, so that's probably gonna be the pick. Like the green cards are nothing specific, nothing special. The other 2 blue cards are also like very mediocre. I like the Silver Bolt, it's like a solid removal, especially if you're blue-white and you're kinda low on removal. The Blasting is great if you're blue-green. I'm gonna take the Archivist, just like really good blue card, and I'm kinda happy of seeing late blue, even late blue-green, so it could be an option for us. Ecstatic Fanatic, Ecstatic Awakener of course is amazing, but like I said, I really don't want to go black lately because it gets dried up too fast then. We're seeing like green, white, and blue all seem to be kinda equally open. Now the question is, do we go for the Gavin Trapper and we go for the blue stuff, since we kinda passed a lot of past the Slime and the Blessing in the blue-green, or do we take the Shadow Beast Siding? They're both good cards in their respective decks, but we will need to make a decision, and I think the Trapper might be enough better to take it, but it's really hard to know if it's a correct choice. Like here now I'm getting like late Trapper, I would not mind the Timberland Guide. Startle is okay. Yeah, could like still can't like we're staying open a bit longer than usually, but it's been getting kind of hard to choose colors lately in the draft because I think a lot of people also can't quite decide which colors to go into. Like now, like there's nothing good in green or blue, so just like I think we're gonna be white. Then the question is just gonna be for green white or blue white. Okay, then we got a Finco back. Okay, that's nice. Some really good blue card. And could be a signal that blue is actually not going to be drafted as much at the table. Like I love blue-white disturb decks. Like we have Lunar Veteran already, we have the Cabinet Trapper, all good cards in that, the Archivist, the Organ Hoarder, all amazing. Like we have some like good like green cards. Like we did first pick right at the end, so we can't consider that a signal since we just took it immediately. And I think we got the Organ Hoarder pretty early also, right? Yeah, I'll just take this and we'll see. Like, we could also just be at the end. We could be green, white. Of course, we open a Tainted Adversary, which is just a bomb card, but not something we can really play in this deck. And we're kind of far away from that also, from going to black now. And Lead to the Life is also very good, and the Dreadhound also amazing. What we look for ourselves would be either the Candle Trap if we're gonna be white, Duel for Dominance, green, Silver Bolt, Shifters. We can't even splash the Adversary, unfortunately. It's a really amazing card, but like if we go into green, sure we could splash it. Could just pick it. I'll just take that. No, defend straight under black card. It's always that, like when you're not in a color, like immediately start opening out the bomb cards in that color. But I'm happy with the farmhand. I would like the Lower Griffin and this Griff also back. If possible with the Beethoven Handler, of course, amazing. We'll take the white card because now the white we know we're for sure. And choosing between the green and the blue. Here the Beethoven Handler is really good, but so is Revenge of the Drowned. Kinda don't want to pass too much blue, but we're gonna need to pass one or the other. See, I think we just... I think we take the Revenge. We want more interaction in blue. Probably like that. Blue-white Disturb. It's a bit unfortunate we opened so many good black cards when we were not even close to playing black. And we were like choosing between three other colors. Take another Veteran. We do want some more disturbed creatures like the 2-3 Morning Patrols, or I guess more Archivists, more Organ Hoarders, just like these standard creatures. All the red and the black cards. I don't think we're playing any of this. Yeah, definitely want also more of Beethoven Handlers. Let's see, do we know anybody from the pod? No, not really. Well, this is more of a 3-drop really. You almost always are able to attack with a 2-drop and play for 3. We did spend a lot of picks on the blue cards, unfortunately, because we were kind of finding our lane. On the green cards, I mean, sorry. We spent a lot of time on the green cards. But now I think we're find our lane pretty steadily. Might actually play the Otherworldly Gaze. It's not a very good card, but if you want to put this like a lot of stuff into your graveyards, I guess it could be good. Probably not gonna play it. We hope we can get something better than that. What? How did Ethan Life get around? That's nuts. Like this was a pack, right? That had the adversary. That was crazy. I think we just take another one. We want more disturbed creatures. We want early plays. Don't care about any of these things really. I saw some cool decks splashing, like having Jack of Lanterns to splash stuff. Mostly like in the kind of blue-green decks, I would say, that are splashing a lot. And you just are able to mill your own Jack of Lantern and use it from the graveyard to fix your mana for like 1 or 2 spells. Here, of course, the Autograph Keyword is exactly what we're looking for. Surveillance is a really slow card. It draws you a card every opponent's upkeep. It's consistent card advantage, but it's also a 5 mana card that only starts drawing you your first card at the end of your opponent's next step. So a lot of times that's just too slow. Man, I never got to try Ludwig yet, but he seems like such a sweet card. I love Borrow Time, it's amazing. We definitely need some interaction like that. I would love to get Silversmith, another one, or maybe this one was, or the Bakehook Angler. But yeah, the Borrow Time is exactly what we're looking for. It's under Disturb Creature. We can shuffle some stuff back in the deck. And like the other consideration would be Clarion Cathars. They're really not that good. Like, they're good in like a Celestia deck where you want to go white. Here it's not really that relevant. Here again, another party captain is okay, but I think I love the another card to disturb back. Wow, Houndhammer, 5th pick, that's so late. Another Eaten Alive, 5th pick. Oh man, no, not for us, not for us. We're happy with the Silversmith. Yeah, I like the Beggar. We don't have, what do we have to mill it? Do we have anything? Like beside the Gravekeeper? I would love to have some Sifters to have an easy way of putting it into the graveyard. Because otherwise it can be stuck in your hand, it can be kind of awkward. I think we can take the Gaze out. Another Angler? Yeah. I guess we'll need another Hope, we'll need to make another cut. How easy is it to get Coven? So 2, 1. We have a couple of 1, we have a 0. We have another 1. This when it flips, basically, it's a 1 or a 3. I think this is 3. So we have a decent amount of ways to get Coven. And Gavin Silversmith can help with that. You just distribute the counters in a way that it makes Coven. Don't mind this guy, but I think we have good enough deck that we don't need it. I might have preferred the 3-4 Griffin for 5 mana in white over the spirit. But like I like this Storm Rider spirit also. It just with the Griffin, it's nice that it has that exile a card from the graveyard ability. It's surprisingly often relevant. You just exile another disturbed creature from your opponent or a card with flashback. So even though we took a bit of time to decide if we're going to be green or blue, we did manage to get there on playables. And I think the deck looks pretty good. I think I would love to play one Startle. Let's see, how are creatures 18? Like, since we don't have much to mill this guy, well, not captain really. Since we don't have much to mill ourselves, it might be hard to get the Beloved Beggar into the graveyard. So like that one's good if you have like sifters and stuff like that to discard it yourself. But without it, it's like often you just have it in your hand, like you don't want to cast it, you don't have anything to discard it, and if you cast it, people just kind of can ignore it. You know, it's not that easy sometimes to get it, to block with it, to get it to die. 2 more cuts. Can we cut the Candle Trap? I kind of like it with all the flyers we have, because like we don't care if the creatures can do damage. That it has Defender, just like we want it not to be able to attack us, and that's it, on the ground, you know, because we're racing in the air anyway. Okay, I'll be right back, let me just decide. Okay, I went with this kind of a list. I discarded then I cut the Beggar and Hellgrove Witch, because I still think we have enough plays on enough 2-drops. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops. I think that's plenty. And other ones are either can gain evasion easier or just more relevant by themselves. And I cut one of the search party captains because okay, sure, he draws you a card when he enters, which is great, but he's still just a 2/2 for 2 or 3 mana, and by itself it won't be that good, and I think everything else has more of a place in the deck. So I'll give it a try like this. Let's see how far we can get with it. Let's see if we can get to platinum with this deck. Curve 1/2 combat trick. You can be very picky and limited, like with what you're gonna keep, what kind of hands you're gonna keep, because it's just I'm just gonna ask her 1, 2, 3. You can't really be picky with what you have. I mean, it's not like a free attack for him, but if he wants to spend a combat trick getting through this guy, sure. He can only flip this guy when he has Kavan, so we don't need to worry he's going to be flipping it already next turn. And I'll trade my Angler for anything he has on the board right now, if he offers it again. I mean, if he attacks again. Like I just have enough to do with my mana right now. I can play 3-drop, if it dies I can flash it back. I can have a 5-drop lane later. He probably wants to keep both of them on the field because the veteran is going to gain him a lot of life over the game, and the farmhand he wants to flip later. Now it's just like 1-1 that found him a land. He wants to flip it into the 3-3 lifelinker. He's gonna trade off, okay, I'm fine with that. He can get it back, but the other side doesn't gain life already on the... when creatures enter the battlefield, only when they leave. And that guy, it's like, I would take 2 damage, like, that guy is worth more than that. Than trading for half of Bait Cook Angler. He's playing super slowly. I don't know if he has like connection issues or he's doing something else at the same time, but at this pace the game is gonna take forever. Like he's not even doing anything. Like he's not hovering over any card to think about it. It could be that he's just disconnected. No, I guess. Okay. Now he can get Coven. We're just gonna flash in the spirit, I guess. Like, his open mana, he could then just bolt it. We'll see. Maybe he's gonna tap out to, tap down to flip the farmhand immediately. Yeah, okay. I guess in this case I just use this. Okay, use the bolt. I just get that back next turn. guess we just tap this down. Kind of an awkward hand, really. Getting beat down. He had quite a good draw also. That bolt really caused problems. I should have played the land second to this. 4, 5, 6, 7. Just step down something. The thing is, if I just flash this in, he can tap it before blocks. Just kind of annoying draw. Fuck, kill trade off with this guy. He gets back as a flyer, that's a problem. We actually can't deal with the farm hand. You're just attacking us on too many axes. What do we tap down even? Like, I don't think it matters because he can just... We tap down, let's see this, then he taps down one of my blockers. And he attacks me for a bunch still. You do not want to block. Tap one of the blockers, interesting. Wow, he set another Gravekeeper and a Falcon Abomination. He's got a lot of stuff. Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff. He just got a really good blue-white deck. I guess we can put one thing defender. So that's one blocker down. But he can just like end of turn tap down, untap, tap down, and I'm dead regardless. I'm not gonna do that, okay. Like, he could have just stepped down and returned right on one of my flyers. I guess it doesn't even matter because he still is now. He now taps down the flyer. Yeah, got it. Fortunately. He had a really good blue-white flyer stack. He had like all the good creatures he wanted in blue-white. Plus some interaction right on time. I mean, our deck is still also decent, but we did make some probably bad plays around that silver bolt. Maybe we should play better around that. Okay, we're ready for the next game. By the way, guys, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to leave me a like down under the video. It really helps me know that I'm doing something interesting for you guys, and I'll appreciate any comment that you might have for me, like on how I can improve the game, what I can do better in the future, like what kind of videos maybe you want to see. Maybe you want to see like more deck reviews, like more archetypes breakdowns of relevant decks in the format. I don't know, you guys tell me, what do you want to see in this kind of videos? Like I'll do anything focusing on limited, so sealed, draft, reviews, explaining. I already like tried to explain all my picks, all my gameplays to see, so that you guys can also improve in your drafting and to know which cards are good. So let me know if you want to know anything specific that I'm not yet be covering. The channel is brand new, so there's room to grow, obviously. We can do whatever you guys would be interested in. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna just bounce this thing because it's too problematic. Question is, do I just do it now then? Do I gain anything if I wait? He's just gonna adapt and attack, so I can just open myself to counterspell. Startle. 4 mana next turn. No, I think we can do something better than that. And that's, by the way, the second blue-white deck in a row that we're facing now, which is not that common normally on the ladder. And we, like, both decks are pretty consistent, pretty decent. Don't really have much good that we can do. Past attackers. Can't even block this guy because I know he has the revenge. Just, or do I just like block all three of them? He can bounce one, they still trade. The thing is that trade, yeah, I mean, kind of have to do that. I wish we got some Falcon Abominations. Like this, just a really top blue card, blue creature. But I think we saw one in the whole draft, and we just took something else over it because something else was, I think, a little bit better. There were like a couple of good blue cards, and then we just didn't see anything else. Like we saw a lot of good black cards after, like in pack 2 and later, when we were already decided not to be in that color. And just like nothing before that. Look, he's got 2 bounce spells. No. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. I think we just played this and this, right, and attack him. Attack him with a witch in the air. Hopefully the Delver's not gonna flip anytime soon. That I'll trade off, yeah. Right. I mean, he's gonna get this back now. Yeah, I think I just trade it off. Make him spend the mana to get it back. Five, 6, so we have 2, 4, 6. Let's play out these guys. Tap the flyer, get in for 5. You just need to play this like tempo game in blue-white where you don't have much removal, so you just need to keep bouncing stuff, tapping stuff down, and getting in with the flyers whenever you can. We got our own Revenge of the Drowned now. I think I just attack all. Take 3. I think I'm just like, do I still just bounce it back? This, keep my witch going. I mean, then I'd rather bounce this thing, right? Keep the 3 power creature on board. Hey, we know that this guy's not gonna flip now. I mean, it still has flying then. I'm just gonna tap it down, I think. Kinda, too bad we didn't get a land So we could also play the Storm Rider Spirit in the same turn. Ooh, okay. It's gonna fade something out. Two creatures even. Okay, yeah, it's that then. We still have Coven, so I'm just gonna exile this thing. We don't have Coven? What? 0, 2, 3. How did, what did, because they're not in play right now, obviously. Now they are. I'm gonna bounce it back. Okay. Man, that thing's annoying. What's that symbol? Now I'm just gonna get a lifelink from this guy. Four, 7, so I can just tap it down and play this end of turn. I guess I'm gonna do that. Our opponent definitely has some really good cards. Yeah, he's gonna face that out. So can't even do it next turn. We can get him for 6 in the air because we can tap this down, but now since he has 2 blockers, I think he just gets us. I'll play this out because it gives us the most options what we can find to answer that guy. Unfortunately, that also does not do it. This again still removes only 1 creature. And now we don't have the mana to tap it down. So we can either tap something down, or we can remove it with this. But the problem is we're just dead on the backswing, regardless of what we do. So if we don't do anything, are we like we have 2? We can tap the 3rd guy. Let's see. Tap, block, block, block. I guess we're not just dead. Oh, we can't tap it down. That's the thing, yeah. So now we have a block, but we can't block the last flyer. I should have killed the flyer. Pluck, pluck, pluck. Yeah. I made a mistake. I should not have taken this guy. I should have taken the flyer. Then we would not have just been dead on the board. But now definitely just lost. Yeah, that was my mistake. If I borrow time the flyer, he would still have equal amount of attackers now. Obviously, then I would not have attacked, and we could have still lived on our turn. We don't know if we would actually be able to win the game, but now we just lost definitely. Because now we just stepped out, and he knows that we can't block out of the flyers. Now it's over. Unfortunately, yeah, we did make some mistakes this game and the last game, but it's also true that both of our opponents just had better blue-white decks than we did. It seemed like they got their colors, they found their colors faster, or they were just like more open in their pot, because like they got like, this guy got that mythic spirit and that rare guy, Denek, how it's called, I think it's Denek. Which are both of course very good. He had multiple Falcon eliminations, multiple revenge for the drowned. So it was not I can't say that it was of course only bad luck, because in Magic mostly it's a combination of variance, luck, good skills and everything. But kind of unfortunate. I gotta say that much. Okay, this hand can be good if we draw the third land, because then we can play the Morning Patrol. If we draw an island now, we can play this into this. It does need some help, but we're on the draw, and mulliganing in limited really doesn't help unless you have a very unplayable hand. So I think we need to just try to get there. Is it gonna be like another blue-white? No, blue-green. Not the card we wanted to draw, really. So far not getting there yet. All three colors, easy. Immediately got all the colors. Oh, it's gonna be one of those games where we just lose by not doing anything. Fortunately, that's something like the hand that we kept was a decent one. Like we really could not have. I don't think it was correct to mulligan there, regardless of what happens now. And it kind of looks like we're gonna be losing this game because of it. But I think still the hand had enough potential. Like any third land would allow us to play this and this. And an island would allow us to play like most of our stuff. But I think now we're just falling too far behind in this game. And opponent just get all three colors immediately. I think I just need to play this guy to block stuff on the ground. How does that guy not flip yet? He milled a bunch of lands. And he's still hitting his lands. Funny that he's still not offering the trade for it. Like, what does he think? Like that guy's gonna do that's much better. You know, he's not offering it like, to get rid of my only creature. I think I just need to take care of the flyer, if possible. Now he can start drawing an extra card every turn, so the advantage on his side is just gonna get bigger, but that we can't really help. And well, since he's not, no, we still can't attack since we're the ones only to start blocking with this. Wonder what his, like, just splashing like randomly, right? Okay, I can't say that his deck was very good, but hey, he did manage to beat us with it, so who am I to say something? Yeah, now he flips, obviously. Yeah, we're just dead no matter what we block. Unfortunately, we just like didn't get there with the lands. Like we kept a 2-lander, which was a normal hand, and just never do the third land for a while. Fortunately, not the best run we had. Like literally, the draft I did before that went to at least 3 to 5 wins with a similar deck, also blue-white. This is just what happens in the best of 1 game. Sometimes you just don't really get there. Still, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you learned what not to do with the Drex. And be sure to watch me for my next video. See you, enjoy.